a little back here. So I'm gonna make one more video, kind of in this row of things that I've been doing here, or these several videos. I think this might be like the fifth one or something. So if anybody's watched any of the others and haven't watched, and you're wondering why I'm wearing the same fucking shit, that's why. So also, if you haven't watched any of the other ones, my hair's rough right now. Don't hate. I did light the candle for this one though. Not for any reason. I should have lit it for the whole time, but just didn't. Um, it's a black candle. It's kind of got some purple look to it. But I was gonna make one more video. I was gonna talk more about like normie NPC shit, but I decided to change it up a little bit. The car that I went through whenever I was making my last video was the mail lady, and got something delivered today. Wanted to share it, and then just kind of talk about my history with this and stuff. So, yeah, without further ado, here, it may not be exciting to some people, but I'm pretty excited for it. Got this here. It's the Game of the Year edition. It's got the DLC. So, it's the Xbox version, of course. So it's got the 2-discer, and the coolest thing, and why I kind of wanted this one specifically, is I think oh boy had cats in the house. Kind of smell that ammonia a little bit or something. But it's got the map, right? Okay. So I have another version of this game. I have the PS3 version, okay? I'll be honest with you guys. Back in the day, I'll set this to the side for now. I was the PS3 guy whenever the PS3 Xbox shit was going on, okay? I've always been more PlayStation, right? Not a fan of Xbox as much at all. Not a fan of Bill Gates, so that's why. But anyways, with that, I do have the other version. The version that I have is the one that actually came in the lunchbox, right? And it's got the little Vault Boy bobblehead, and it's got some other shit. And it is the base edition of the game. And on my PS3, I actually have all the DLC that I'd downloaded for it. So I have played them a few times actually. And I bought it new at GameStop whenever I was a kid, but I prefer for that generation of systems to play on Xbox 360 now. Reason being is because I don't want to have to buy an aftermarket controller for the PS3 because all the controllers are shot and I ain't got long enough wire, which I'd be cheaper in the long run to do it like this now. But I ain't got a long enough wire to run it to charge my old controllers. And with the Xbox, then you can just pop in a couple of AA and you're good. It's one thing I got to say about the Xbox at the time. I was like, yeah, rechargeable controllers, that's great. Well, we ended up like half a dozen or more PlayStation 3 controllers because they just kind of went out after a couple of years. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't charging much. My cigarette went out. So I feel like nowadays, just because the fucking controller situation, and I'm sure there's some aftermarket like peripheral that you can get that's like way better or to kind of mitigate this. But just using kind of stock equipment, how it was, the Xbox 360, I think is better to play now just because you can still play normally with a normal controller. Just pop your AA's in. So just to kind of talk about the Fallout series in general, and kind of my history with it is I'd got Fallout 3, that version, because I played it that a buddy had a copy of it that it was given to him by like his uncle. And I played it with him. I was like, oh man, this is shit. And then I got it. I became obsessed. It was like, I remember I was like in 6th grade, and it was probably like 2009 or something, right? And I thought this was the best shit ever. I mean, I became obsessed with the game. Grades started dropping. Like, I would wake up early before school just to be able to play a little bit, and I play it entire evening if I could. I thought, I mean, it really kind of changed how I played video games and the amount of like obsessiveness. Because I've been playing video games for as long as I can remember and stuff. I've talked about another video. Started out with Super Nintendo playing that, and then I was always like one gen behind most of the time. Except during the PS3 era, it's kind of on schedule. Well, probably about 3 years late, but excuse me. That's fairly on schedule with that. Sorry, I'm drinking an energy drink, kind of burping a little bit, but yeah. So then after that, because like I say, me and that buddy at the time, I haven't talked to him in over a decade. Don't want to. I don't fuck with him now, but um, he'd got like a pack for the PC. It came with 1, 2, and Tactics. Played those, didn't really comprehend them enough to truly fuck with them. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention too, I need to go dig it out. It's at my parents' house somewhere, but it's the like uh, game guide book that came with it. It actually has a copy of that map in it, so I do have it as well with that. He actually gave me that book. Um, it was kind of fucking crazy they done that, honestly. I mean, that's really nice of him. I won't get into why I don't fuck with him or anything now, though, but I just got turned on and stuff like that. I truly feel like that. His side story may be completely different, though. So, I mean, I don't put blame 100% on others, but this was a couple years later. And anyways, though, so then I played 1, 2, and Tactics a little bit, mostly 1. Um, at the time, I had never played a game like that where it's like a kind of RTS and stuff in a way. I think is what you'd call it, or I'm not super smart on that. While I did fuck with it and did play it some, it was just different. Like I was used to this, right? And also, I was kind of still a little kid at that point. And however, though, New Vegas was coming out. It was 2010, and that was my very first GameStop midnight release I ever went to, right? Um, and with that, I actually won some coasters that they were giving away for Fallout New Vegas and stuff. They're still at my parents' house too, and I think they still use them a little bit, maybe as well. But anyways, had those and played that game. Love New Vegas. It's my favorite one. 3, I still like it and stuff a lot though too. I mean, you kind of got to have the DLC with that. You know, I think the DLC is cooler on New Vegas, but you kind of got to have so you can continue. You know, and love that game to death. I actually rebought it because I had it on PS3. I bought like the collector's edition. I got the hardcover like manual for it, and it's like the collector's edition came in like the box thing, like that's kind of flat, but it's like a rectangle, and I forgot all that it had in it. I know it had like some little special shit and stuff. It wasn't as cool as the lunchbox, I don't think, for 3. I remember, like I say, it's really cool. And then, you know, of course, I'd replayed them. I bought New Vegas a few years ago. I think it's a little bit before I moved out. So it's probably about 5 to 6 years ago. Rebought it and played through it on 360. Now, I didn't buy the DLC for New Vegas. I don't know why the fuck, because I just had the base edition, you know. But I bought the Game of the Year edition for the 360, eventually played through it. And I realized why everybody likes, you know, Joshua Graham and stuff like that is cool, whatever. But, you know, I don't agree with his philosophy necessarily. Now, if we replace God with Satan, then we'd be cool. But anyways, so fast forward, got Fallout 4, another midnight pre-release. It's kind of a bad story with that, kind of fucking with some people that wasn't really my homies and stuff that I thought was and stuff. But one of them was his first one I was able to drive to by myself. And, well, actually, I had a truckload of people. I had like 6 people in the fucking truck. And it's like a 96 model extended cab Chevy, you know what I'm saying? So it's a little tight squeeze, and some of them were hefty dudes. But I remember playing Fallout 4. I liked it. I fucked with it on the first playthrough. Didn't like it as much as New Vegas. I knew that right off the bat. It doesn't really have that replay value, and also it's kind of annoying with some of the shit that she's having to do. But I still enjoyed it, you know, at the time. And I enjoyed some of the quality of life updates and stuff like that on it. Also, one thing I don't like about the 3 is you can't aim down the sights, except unless you've got the hunting rifle, if I remember right. It's been probably about 15 years since I played this motherfucker, I'll be honest with you. So I'm excited to go through it again. I'm going to kind of show it to my wife and stuff. I remember Point Lookout being cool as fuck and stuff. But probably won't start playing it for a little bit. And I was talking about in another video, I got a capture card for Christmas. So may try to stream us playing that. Be her first time, me first time, like 15 years or something, right? So with that, I I've only ever played it through once, right? And like I said, I played it when it was first coming out. So whatever that was, 2015, something like that. Maybe 14. Excuse me. Getting tired. It's going to be the last video. But then on fast forward several years ago, is about no, it was 2 years ago. I finally got PS4 then. 76, brand new off of like Amazon or whatever it was, maybe at Walmart.com. It's something. It's like $5 brand new, whatever, right? My hair is rough, but I was playing it, and while I did enjoy 76, obviously I knew about all the bullshit that's going on whenever it happened. After 4, I wasn't super hyped about 76 anyways, and so I didn't even get it, didn't even fuck with it until, you know, years later and stuff. And if you can still find copies of it brand new for $5, I mean, I think it's worth the $5 now, but I'm not super smart on all these online games and stuff like that. But to me, it was like where everything just scaled with you. It's like I was in the same position on day 1, basically, that I was like after months of playing it. And it's like you're just always like kind of doing these settlements and grinding out stuff. I don't know. I'm playing Elder Scrolls Online and stuff, right? I've talked about my kind of history with those games and stuff, like the Elder Scrolls series before. But I am enjoying the online, Elder Scrolls Online. But I didn't really fuck with Fallout 76 Online a whole lot. Just where everything scaled with you. It felt like you was getting nowhere. You just constantly face questioning and grinding. And it was just, I don't know. It's just different. I just didn't enjoy it that much. I did enjoy the world. I liked where it was set in. I like kind of the whole vibe of everything. I thought it was cool. And if you had some friends to play it with, it'd probably be fucking fun as fuck. I don't know. But like I say, for $5, it's not bad. I wouldn't spend a whole lot more on it though. But it's what it is, and wind's blowing in. But yeah, so that's kind of my history, like a short history of Fallout 4 movie. I just can't emphasize enough how much 3 and kind of like New Vegas really changed me in games that I liked and played. That's why I didn't fuck with Elder Scrolls. I mentioned this in another video. I didn't like Elder Scrolls until years later, and I could appreciate it because I was wanting a Fallout game, right? And I just thought it was the shit. So, but uh, but yeah, so pretty excited to play it. Play with my wife. Of course, it'll be a little bit before we start it. So I'm still working on um, we're playing Elder Scrolls Online, playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel and Black Ops 7 right now. And my wife's still playing Witcher 3. And also I got Super Neptunia RPG for Christmas, which I forgot to mention, and a new mouse for my gaming PC. Because the old one was getting all fucked up and stuff. So I got that from Christmas through the Secret Santa thing. Also a case of Faygo. It's cool. Great. I haven't had that in years. And but yeah, so I'm gonna try to play it here sometime. Usually a little bit after my birthday. I think February seems to be. Oh, yeah, and I'm also playing Zenless Zone Zero right now as well. So I've got a lot of games kind of playing and going on with and stuff. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at with that. But I'm definitely excited to play it. Next time we go to Walmart, I have to get some batteries for the controllers and be digging all that shit out, kind of get it where it's ready to go, and kind of see. I'm gonna try to play more of what I can with the Elder Scrolls Online. It's just kind of hard to play because I'm like grounded at the PC, and I can only be there whenever my daughter's asleep, because that's mostly at night. I could play it technically during her nap and stuff a little bit, but usually during her nap, that's what time it is now. I can kind of get outside and do a few things. Of course, I can just whip out like the iPad I'm recording videos on, stuff, play a little bit of Master Duel, and got a PlayStation Portal that I can then kind of take with me and play Black Ops or Zenless Zone Zero and stuff with it. But Zenless, I played it up basically until just a few months ago and stuff, and I'm just kind of going through and doing some of the challenges and get some stuff and some of the shit that's coming up here. So I plan on kind of dropping it again, kind of setting on it until, trying to just play it up for the next through until Jane's outfit comes out and stuff, and then get that, and then I'm going to kind of sit on it for a little bit and stuff, and then so I'll have that knocked out, and then with Black Ops and stuff, I'm just kind of playing, kind of doing my dailies and stuff and playing it up. I'm throughout the double XP stuff trying to play a little bit because I'd like to get the Master Prestige, then at that point I'm good, but I still have plenty of time to get to that point, but just kind of while they have all this holiday bullshit going on stuff, kind of playing it. So I'll be able to kind of drop those couple ones and stuff coming up here. And then of course Master Duel, I just kind of play it on the iPad here and there whenever I got some time. And then just be on Elder Scrolls Online and stuff like that. And obviously that's going to take me fucking forever, but I can't be like grounded to that the entire time. So should be swapping up the games that I'm playing here. Excuse me. In the coming few weeks and stuff. Kind of see how that goes, but excuse me. Excited to play it though, and maybe try to share it with you guys and stuff, which I know if anybody watches this, well, first of all, I hope you enjoyed the video, and also it's probably about everybody's played the game at this point, but I think there's some things that, me and my wife could add to it, especially her kind of first impressions and seeing it and it being a game that really changed me and how I play games and think about games and stuff like that, something that's really important to me. I like to share that, kind of experience and stuff. I feel like we all have that experience to a certain degree, sometimes maybe different games and stuff, but yeah, so whenever I get to talk about video games and stuff, these videos tend to go a lot longer than they should, so, but anyways though, if anybody watched this again, hope you had a good